Alright, there's a big ass fan right next to me, but we're gonna try and push it a little further today. I'm gonna jump straight to 90. I was doing a warm-up set. I mean, that felt pretty good. So we're gonna make ourselves have a real heavy top set. And we're gonna jump down a little bit. Kind of just mess around. And, I mean, most importantly, we're just gonna get some heavy, difficult sets in. Some very difficult sets. Okay. It's gonna be that. Still mess that up sometimes. Which direction this thing has to go in. Come on now. Eventually. Definitely not an easy set. The fan keeps blowing on my fucking face, dude. I think we'll lower it a little bit. Alright, I mean, like, I'm moving the camera away because I realize it's shaking every time the fan passes it. So hopefully that helps out a little bit, but I mean, I kind of doubt it. I mean, we're just gonna go for the next one. Dropped it only about 5 pounds. I feel like that's a safe amount. A little under 10%. So let's see what we can do with this one. Ugh, it's if you don't keep wrapping this thing the wrong way. Don't remember what it is. I want to say it's 80 or 70 or something close. Let's see. 75 is the next target, man. The back is definitely fried though. I mean, I think after this set, I'm probably just going to take the pump cover off and we're just going to go. I'll run downstairs to do like the lat pull down stuff. Only have about 2 sets of that though, and then it's all arms, right? It's all the preacher curls and hammer curls and extra shit like that, so. Say we just do it. 75. Good for 8. sometimes I just can't get these tight enough because they don't like, what do you call it? They don't twist around the knurling as easily. At least this grip doesn't. One more. I'm gonna fill up that water, dude. I gotta drink something. The water's empty. Got our last one. And if that one is gonna be a 70 pounds, 6 reps, some partials, and try not to die on this thing. It's just such a good movement, though. I mean, especially right in the scapula, all the mid-back stuff. I mean, it's invaluable. It's very hard to decide to not do this movement in favor of anything else. I mean, the chest-supported rows, like on the machines, are okay, but again, I can't get that deep stretch as much as I can on this. So I choose this one every time. Not because it's fun, but because I know it's just that much better. We have a mix, right? Gotta keep it interesting. It's hard to do long leg partials on this. I mean, you really get the scapula contraction at the mid half of the movement. I'm gonna go do some lat pull downs. So we're gonna move downstairs real quick to get those in. All right. I mean, didn't get the lat pull down, but you got a pull down machine, which hopefully emphasize the same thing, right? The lats here. I mean, it's not bad. I can't say it's a bad one. Especially in the ending of the movement, dude. Felt a great separation up here. So, I mean, it's not as bad as I thought it would be. Not as bad at all. I think we'll do one more. It's not like there's another lat pull out open anyway. Then we'll run back upstairs. That'll be the preacher curls and the hammer curls. And that's it. I mean, I'll do my smaller accessory work, you know, like a rear delt fly, but I think a wrist movement too. But that's it, we're almost there. Okay, man. I mean, honestly, I'm pleasantly surprised by this thing. I thought this was gonna suck. I really did. I thought this was gonna really suck. I was like, oh, it's not gonna have the range of motion. Oh, it's not gonna hit the lats. I'm not gonna feel it very well. But all in all, I'm glad it's here. Considering there's really no other option. So let's get this one going. Wow. You know what? This thing's pretty good. I'm gonna add this to my alt movements, man. It's my alternative movements because with my amazing timing, after finishing that set, everything just opened up. We write down the weight and then we'll run our asses upstairs, man. Hopefully the curls are open. And we'll see if these the biceps can handle the 60 today. All right, running ourselves up with the barbell preacher curls. Kind of a staple, you know. Preacher curls are just, they're, I think, a movement you can't replace. I mean, you can do like the machine alternatives and whatnot, but you can't replace preacher curls, man. So we got 3 sets. I would normally do the 60, but seems like the 60 was taken. So we have the 50 today. And maybe if the 60 frees up, we'll give it a shot, but actually I think it might have right now. Let me run real quick, see if I can get it. Yep, it was here. So we're gonna try the 60. I honestly don't remember what I got. I didn't check. I don't want to check until after we get this ball rolling. But I'll see what we can do.
Yeah, I know. That's kind of thing. I don't even look like fucking 60 plus. Man. Just in my car. Yeah, I don't pay like 20 bands. So I'm hard to take.
Come on. Seven. I think that was better. That felt better. Felt more in control. 7. I'm pretty sure that's better. But depending on our next set, we might have to stay with this thing. Alright. I'm gonna jump ourselves back into the 60. It said that I got 6 last time. I'm trying to fathom that. 6 back to, well, it's because 6 was the last one. I just went 6 on one set, 6 on the other, so I matched it. So that was a problem. Shouldn't be matching. it should probably be 6, honestly. It would make sense, because if I'm able to push to 7, right, then that means I didn't put enough effort in the previous set. That doesn't mean that I can't try to, but it means that in theory I shouldn't be able to. If I'm able to, then that means I know my top set's weaker and I should be pushing my top set even harder. So, with that being said, I'm gonna get right into this one.
Okay. The cost that you both is going to cost you 200. All right, that's cool. Get some out the other one. Yeah. It's going to come out like well, let's go. Fine, man. Thank God, brother.
Oh. Well, that's a sign. These are fucking dead. I gotta drop down to 50 or 40, I think it is. I think it's 50. Alright, well, I also happen to remember that we have a straight bar set too that we can play around with. It's not as ideal, right? But in terms of consistency for weight, it might not mean a huge difference today. We still want to make a habit of it, you know? Because we are missing the 40 for the curl, the easy bar. So, let's see if we can rep out 6, maybe 7 on this, get some partials. And we'll do our hammer curls, and I'll check out the pump, and then that'll be it, man. Be a damn good day. Some partials in there too. Let's get ourselves some hammers going and then just get the actual fuck out of here. It's so packed right now. Now we're gonna do this a little different. Only got 135 to work with, so we're gonna do 35 one arm, switch 35 on the other. And we're gonna take breaks, right? So we're gonna pick the weaker side, which for hammers for some reason is my right side. That's not great. Not what we wanted to see, but also kind of blown out the arms today. So let me just take a minute and I'll switch to the other side. It'll be a pretty seamless transition. I'm not even gonna pause it, honestly. I'm just gonna watch the clock. But hammers was probably the one thing I was worried about the most. And it might just be that we're not doing good enough with them. So I mean, whether at one point I thought I did very well on one side and didn't do well on the other, or if I matched it, didn't match it. If we didn't, have enough time under tension, things like all sorts of things that like can lead to us hitting a plateau or a stagnant point here. And all we want to do is kind of diagnose that, take a step back, and then rectify it, which is going to be like probably I'm going to have to drop down to a 30. We're going to look towards like the 10 to 12 rep range instead, build up that extra endurance and that strength, real slow, milking that eccentric, stuff like that. So, let's see if we can go on this one. So let's drop down to a 30. See what we can do after. All right. We have 2. Drop down to a 30. And let's see what we can do with it. I don't want to keep dragging the elbow with it. Yeah. It's probably a big problem. Yeah, something like that. But there's been a lot of shoulder movement too, so maybe a machine can only kind of fix that, correct it for the time being. But definitely got some work to do on the hammers. Let me put this away. I guess we'll check the pump out, but I gotta do some accessories first. Okay, we're getting back in it. I'm just gonna set up the special effects here, and then we will run right for it. Give me 1 second. All right, I mean that should be it, but that seems way too dark. Yeah, let me mess with that a little bit more. I think we'll try the 1.3 today, just to see how things are looking. I mean, it feels phenomenal. It feels really, really good. I'm gonna actually angle it just a little bit lower, right about there. Should be fine. I mean, dude, this lighting is ridiculous. There's always one spot where it's just phenomenal. I was just talking to the guy who founded this spot. It's like meeting your hero. Ridiculous. All right, let me check this out. See what we got cooking underneath here. That seems pretty solid. Yeah, that's craziness. Well, consider my actions done for today. The upper back should be the focus of today, so that should look pretty stellar. All things considered, I mean, that's pretty good. Lighting is crazy in here though, so not an accurate reflection of what I might look like in person. At any rate, we've got our first leg day in a long time. Well, actual leg day in a long time. So, you know how that goes. We're gonna hit that with some general ferocity. Ferocity, word of the day. And we're just gonna get after it. So until I see you guys next, remember the saying, be kinder than necessary. And let me get this focus out so that you can actually see me. I will see each and every, I'm getting distracted. One of you guys, see you guys tomorrow. Perfect. All right, peace.